The 3 performances that Renee, Rapp, and Sabrina Carpenter performed together in Mean Girls on Broadway is literally my Roman Empire. In March of 2020, right before COVID, the original girl who played Katie Heron left Mean Girls on Broadway, which meant it was time for a new Katie Heron to go in. Renee Rapp had stepped into the role of Regina George in September of 2019 and was still playing it at that point. And Mean Girls decides to cast Sabrina Carpenter in the role of Katie Heron, which is like a great choice. At this point, the show's been running for 2 years. Sabrina Carpenter is a very popular name from Girl Meets World as well as her own music. She wasn't as big of a star as she is now, but like people definitely knew her. Like she was definitely like a biggish deal. Sabrina Carpenter's first performance in Mean Girls was the Tuesday before the world shut down for COVID. The world officially shut down for COVID on a Thursday, which means that she did a Tuesday night show, a Wednesday matinee, and a Wednesday night show. That is it. Because after that, Broadway shut down and Mean Girls never reopened. At the time, Renee Rapp was not a huge pop star yet. Her biggest accomplishment was winning the Jimmy Awards, which is like the National High School Musical Theater Awards, which is what led her to book Mean Girls to begin with. But at the time, people weren't looking at it as like, oh, these 2 huge pop stars are on Broadway together. It was very much like this Disney Channel star who like was kind of budding into her pop star career, and then Renee Rapp who had not even like started her pop star career. Now, in hindsight in 2026, it's crazy looking back on it because 2 of the biggest pop stars literally starred on Broadway together in the 2 lead roles in Mean Girls for only 3 performances. But back then, if you were sitting there, you'd be like, yeah, this is cool, but no one would have known that those 2 people each would have turned into as big as they are now. That still might top for like the best piece of musical theater lore that exists in 2026. Like, name something better.